my name is Wafa.
Hi, my name is YR.
We are YHA lawyers, and today we will be talking about foreign company registration options in Malaysia. This is for the foreigners who want to start a company in Malaysia. They should know which types of business entities permit foreign ownership, as not all business entities in Malaysia can be up to 100% foreign owned. So we will look at the available company registration options for foreign investors and companies in Malaysia and briefly talk about the process and requirements. So the Company Act 2016 defined a foreign company as a company, corporation, society, association or other body incorporated outside Malaysia, and two, an unincorporated society, association or other body which under the law of its place of origin may sue or be sued or hold property in the name of the secretary or other officer of the body or association duly appointed for that purpose and which does not have its head office or principal office of business in Malaysia. So a foreign company, parent company, they may set up entities in Malaysia if they want to explore a new market and carry on their business activities in Malaysia. But in contrast, a local company is a company registered under the Malaysian law and can benefit from the tax exemptions available under the free trade agreements signed by the country with the Asian countries. So depending on your intended business activities, 100% ownership restrictions may apply.
Foreign investors can obtain ownership of a company by setting up one of the following foreign company registration options in Malaysia. They are branch office, representative office, private limited company, sole proprietorship, partnership, and limited liability partnership. Firstly, we will talk about branch office. It is an extension of the foreign parent company, where the foreign company is liable and responsible for all the debts of the branch. Activities of the branch must also be the same as the foreign parent company. The options of branch office is suitable for foreign companies that want to expand business to Malaysia for a short-term basis. But bear in mind that there must be at least one Malaysian resident agent to set up the branch. Secondly, representative office is another option which is suitable for foreign companies that want to expand their market and have a better understanding of Malaysian business environment. It does not have independent legal standing in Malaysia, and the parent company is liable for all the debts and liabilities of the representative office. It cannot engage in any activity that will generate profit, cannot sign or enter any contract, any deals, or undertake any trading activities. Representative office is also restricted to promotion and license activities, conducting market research, and also coordinating activities for the parent company. Thirdly, we'll talk about private limited company. It is the most common type of entity for foreign investors, where the foreigners are permitted to own 100% of the company. However, some industries such as agriculture, banking, education, oil and gas will require 50% of Malaysian ownership. The PLC is a separate legal entity from its owners, where it can buy or sell property, enter legal contracts, and sue or get sued in the courts. The owners are liable only to the amount they have contributed to the company. Their personal assets will be left untouched if something happened to the company. To establish a private limited company, you will need a minimum of a shareholder and a maximum of 50 shareholders. Sole proprietorship is one of the simplest type of Malaysian business entities to be set up. A foreigner can only register this entity if they have a permanent resident status in Malaysia. It requires only one owner and the liability is unlimited. Bear in mind that personal income or assets of the owner will not be protected if the company is declared bankrupt or in debt. To keep the company renewed, an annual fee has to be paid to the SSM. This type of entity does not need to submit audits or carry out annual filing. Fifthly, let's talk about partnerships. A partnership has 2 or more and a maximum of 20 owners, while only foreigners with a permanent resident status are allowed to register partnerships. These partners combine their resources to carry out business with the goal of generating profit. Partnerships are suitable for professional firms such as auditors and lawyers. The partnership agreement will outline the responsibilities and liabilities of each partner, where the business partners will share their profits and liabilities of the company. The partnership is not required to pay any tax, but the partners will be taxed as individuals and have to report their profits and losses. Lastly, limited liability partnership is one of the options where it combines the characteristics of a partnership and a company. It is a body corporate and is a separate legal entity from its partners. Foreign investors can set up a foreign LLP, and the partners of the foreign LLP do not need to be a resident in Malaysia. However, the compliance officer needs to be a citizen, permanent resident, or ordinary resides in Malaysia. LLP provides asset protection to its partners if the company goes bankrupt or in debt. It has less compliance requirements compared to other entities and is more affordable.
As for the registration process for foreign companies, generally step 1 will be the preparation of documents. So to register a foreign company in Malaysia, the documents needed would be first, a certified true copy of the Certificate of Incorporation and the company's memorandum and articles of association, now also known as the Constitution of Company. You also need a list of all foreign and local directors and list of their powers, a memorandum of appointment or power of attorney under the seal of the foreign company wanting to incorporate in Malaysia, a copy of the application and reservation of the company names, a copy of the email for approval of the reservation of the company name, a statutory declaration made by the agent of a company, and some registration fees, which depends on what type of company you want to incorporate. Next, step 2 will be the company name search and approval, in which the company name should be submitted through the CCM online system with a fee of RM50. Once the name is approved, it will be reserved for 30 days from the date of approval. If you want to extend the period of name reservation, you will have to pay a fee of RM50 for every 30 days. And the foreign name should be the name as same as the foreign parent company, except the subsidiary company whose name does not need to be the same. Step 3 will be submitting the necessary documents to CCM. So within 30 days after the name is approved, you'll need to submit the name, identification, nationality, and the place of residence of every shareholder in Malaysia. For body corporates, the corporate name, place of incorporation, registration number, and registered office. So you also need name, identification, nationality, place of residence of every director of the foreign company in Malaysia, and also the list of the shareholders or members. For foreign company that has share capitals, they will need you to submit the details of class and number of shares, while for foreign company limited without share capital, you will need to submit the amount up to which the member undertakes to contribute to the assets of the foreign company. You will also need to submit the name and address of the person who is a Malaysian resident who is appointed as the company's agent, and any other information the registrar may request. So the application for registration of foreign company under section 562, together with a statement from the agent of the foreign company verifying his or her consent for the appointment, is also needed. And if the documents are not in Bahasa Malaysia or English, a certified translation of the documents is required. So once the registration is complete, the notice of registration will be issued within 1 working day by the CCM. So to end, the steps and documents may vary based on the foreign company options in Malaysia. However, most of the time, generally, it will be similar. Thank you. That's all for our presentation. I hope you guys will benefit from it.